everyone, welcome to another exciting edition of Community Reports on Channels Television. I'm Victoria Idowu. On this episode of the show, we are live in Ajegunle, a neighborhood located in the heart of Lagos, Nigeria. It's a community within the Ajeromi Ifelodun local government area of Lagos State. Now, in Yoruba parlance, Ajegunle means wealth has landed here. So on Community Reports this week, we're going into the community to see firsthand what this community looks like and what the government needs to do to improve this community. Welcome to the show. Over 57,000 people are estimated to live in this community, a swampy city located in Lagos South. Ajegunle, a town bordered on the west by Apapa Wharf and Tinken Island, Nigeria's biggest seaports. The history of Ajegunle dates back to the 19th century. The area, which is popularly known as AJCT, is made up of 5 communities: Tolu, Alakoto, Ibafo, and Dankaka. AJCT is geographically below the sea level, and the total landscape is a reclamation of swamp and marsh. The city of Ajegunle comprises of people from different ethnic groups in Nigeria. Ajegunle was brought to the limelight by popular musician Daddy Shoki in the late 1990s. Mama them a calling my name, Papa them a calling my name, little children them a calling my name. Daddy come, Daddy come, Daddy come, Daddy come, Daddy show me here you come back again. Daddy come, Daddy come. For a very long time, Ajegunle remained the center of Nigeria's entertainment, with the likes of Danfo Driver, KC Presh, Papa Frayo, Marvelous Benji, and many other big names. Entertainment is not the only good thing that has come out of Ajegunle. It has also produced notable footballers, including a former coach of Nigeria's national men's football team, Samson Siasia, a former Watford striker, Odion Ihalo, a former Super Eagles defender, Taribo West, and Emmanuel Amunike, a former African Footballer of the Year. This football field is said to be where most of these footballers learned to play football. Over the years, Ajegunle has had its reputation for danger and dirt, and the situation at the moment is still not different. Residents who spoke off cameras say how dangerous it can be to live within the area for young ones. But where will they relocate to is the question they can't answer. Let's talk education in Ajegunle. There are a number of schools, both secondary and primary schools, located in different parts of Ajegunle. While some are government-owned schools, some others are privately owned. Okay, express 15 what%. As in The children have also been caught up in the web of lack of infrastructure. Education here has faced equal, if not more, challenges. Teachers who have braced up to start schools have not had the best of times.
First and foremost, the right infrastructure, having spacious classrooms, having very, very, very good teachers, because the area requires constant impact of knowledge, because when the kids live here, they go back to face peer pressure and the environment out there. Basically, having the right funding to get some things put in place. infrastructure, like I said, and the right equipment on ground in the school.
When I take a look at some of the private schools here, I wonder how these kids are able to learn in this condition that requires urgent renovation. Speaking with the management here, a huge shift in my thoughts consumes me as I realize availability of cash or the lack of it is a major factor.
The people in the environment, even when we decide to make it private school, the people in the environment cannot really pay and afford what it takes for their children to come to private school. But as it is now, we have the best hand, in sense of the best teachers, qualified teachers that can really give them what the children really need. But because of the fact that we are in Ajegunle and parents cannot afford it, that's why we are like this.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you today?
With the financial difficulty that comes with running a school in Ajegunle, some continue to thrive to maintain a high standard. Making a living in this community comes in different ways.
The school has been founded for over 36 years. I actually, funny enough, was one of the founding sets of the school. I just took over running the school about 6 years ago when my mom passed on. And it has not been easy, to be frank. Ranging from the issues of low purchasing power of the area, to the fact that government does not even regulate the little mushroom schools around, making it so hard for us to be able to charge reasonable amounts of money to be able to run the school. So it has been one issue with the bad roads, lack of water, or lack of good water. All of this has been a whole cluster of problems for running business here. Understanding the nature of the security issues that occur in the area, and also understanding the fact that a lot of things happen behind the scenes, are not open to the administration. We have installed cameras in each and every of the classrooms and the immediate vicinity. We also had installed this kid monitor to help notify parents about the kids' movement in and out. And we've made sure that at least we have to a fairly amount of stable power to ensure that there are classes and lights in the classrooms, and the classrooms are at least conducive.
Making a living comes by buying and selling of food items, clothes, and any other thing they can lay their hands on. While others make a living from waste. When you get into Ajegunle, the stench that hits your nostrils comes from the several piles of waste that has accumulated over time. The amount of waste generated from this community cannot be quantified, which is why it has become a source of livelihood for some. Cart pushers are seen moving huge heaps of waste from different locations to sell and have them recycled. To this recycling company, it is cleaned and then transported out. Off camera, I am told that this business has become a very lucrative one for the people, majorly because of the amount of waste that is generated in Ajegunle on a daily basis. Waste can also be seen in unbagged heaps. The outcome of human activities seem not to have defined area for disposal. Although some of the roads look bearable, some others are in lamentable conditions. Pools of water have overtaken the place of tarred roads, the inner streets, or the major roads. Wooden structures seem to be the norm here. Living apartments are in bricks, which have seen better days, and many of which are not supposed to house people. The area, which is bordered on the west of Apapa Wharf and Tinken Island, and the link between Ajeromi and the Apapa local government area, is this canal located in Ajeromi. The canal serves as a short travel to Apapa area of Lagos State from Ajeromi Ifelodun local government area. The site of the canal is, however, worrisome. Residents obviously have turned the canal into a dumping site.
In olden days, this water you are looking at, so you cannot see pure water on top of this river, was very so pure. When our father has any strangers, just a stranger that they want to, like somebody that came to come and visit them, they will just take them boats, put it on top of the river here. They will not even go far before they come back. And the fish they will bring out in this place, even the stranger they have, will hit and will pack, they will give him some to in place again. But look at it for today. You see how it is? And we have write a money letter to the government over this place. They now turn this canal out dustbin. We have write to the Minister of Environment about what is going on in this place.
This canal, it consumes many housing, many streets from down there, and by the raining season time, it used to bring some many garbage, dirty, from far distance, and it locates to this canal here. From this canal here to the White Canal, the Tinka area there. That's why you can see many dirty in the canal area here.
Now, we even inform the government by the letter we sent to them. Let the environment, Minister of the Environment, let them have semi-office very close to the Riverina area here. So all these things when they are doing, it will be when we catch any one of them, we hand over them to them. When we catch them, we hand over them to the police station. Soon or later, they will leave them. And they will come back and be looking at us say, what is worrying this valley? You know what is going on in this government of today? They didn't give traditional ruler the power, the former power belongs to the traditional ruler before. No.
The ride through the canal leaves you in shock as to how the boat can travel over the water surface. The ride also exposes other vices, youths who seem not to be gainfully employed.
We have many graduates in this our community here, in our area here, when they are looking for job to do. And the area when they are managing before for this GRA, many companies have closed down. So when they close down, they lend them for payoff. So there's no any job for them to to employ them again. So many people have joined the struggle himself here and there. But if the government by itself can bring any alternative job out for these guys to do, they will do it.
Without properly constructed conveniences, these wooden makeshift structures serve as their sanitary facilities.
Some street day when the vehicle cannot come inside. So the little building when they have a shock away, but it's very difficult for them to pump their toilet out or to find way to rescue. So because the vehicle cannot come inside, that's why many people has maintained themselves to look for any way alternative to get their own toilet. That is it.
It's like Ajeromi was used entirely, formerly now calling Ajeromi Ifelodun local government. As I tell you, part is Ajeromi District Council. So we are used and we are be dumped. Why I'm saying so is that these local governments beat many local governments. Most of the, what am I going to call it? Let me see what government, location or something like that. They get many things from these local governments. Even when we are in Badagry Division, they make many things here to develop that side. Sooner or later, it was become Ojo local governments, making a lot of something in Ajeromi Ifelodun local government here. Ojo was developed. Later, we have our own local government, Ajeromi Ifelodun local governments.
With many youths left unemployed, many easily connect it to insecurity, and this assumption, they say, may be correct because the suspects seem to be part of the community.
There is no security in this country again. Formerly before, we don't lock door in our area here, even the time of our fathers. People who open door down. But you cannot try it now, different of courts. I don't. What is happening now? What we are experiencing now, in time of our father, we don't experience this kind of thing. We are born and brought up in this place. And all these things that's happened this time around, we have not experienced it. You will see them smoking. Formerly before, we believe, how they call it, Igbo or what they call it. But for today, the drugs they are taking now is different type of drug. When you cannot even mention them finish. Some will take the cushy. Some will take they call it gum. Different type of alcohol, different type of everything. But at the same time, when they start them fight, we inform the police. Although they try them possible best.
Another basic necessity of life, which is water, is lacking in this area. The irony that the local government is surrounded and even has some of its part on water, but they lack potable water. Wells have been dug, but the water that are gotten out of the wells can be hardly called potable. With the state of things in Ajeromi local government, some of the Balas are asking the state government to look into development in the areas of infrastructure.
The government has tried for us in this community in the past. We have a very big general hospital and a maternity home. We have a police station, but we need a fire station. We don't pray for a fire outbreak, but if it happens, we can't wait for a Keja station to send a firefighter. We want a firefighter station that will be close to us.
Good roads.
Most of my area, particularly in the Akaka community, they are very bad. Even my palace, the streets, Aro Yabuno Street, is very, very bad. And I plead to them to please come to our aid for assistance.
Security.
Provide the most important thing we need now in Nigeria means security. Yeah, the area of security is very important. If there is enough security, there will be business improvements. People will go about doing all necessary things. That is good. But lack of security can cause so many things in the society. Police are trying, but we still need more from the government. Ajegunle being one of the most volatile area in the area of crime. Let us be sincere with each other. we still need support of government in the area of security. I myself in my community, I know what I'm facing. As I'm standing in front of you presently, I have so many court cases in magistrate court over there and another magistrate court in Ogba concerning all these criminals. Sometimes when we arrest them like that, we will hand them over to the police. Sometimes it might be the police that will arrest them. When they arrest them like that, we follow up. So what I just don't support in my community is I don't support jungle justice. That is why I prefer taking them to court. So if I should count it, I have over 5-6 cases concerning all these bad boys. So, and I do attend court very well. So we still need the efforts. We still need the efforts of the government. We still need the efforts of the government so that there won't be even zero tolerance of crime. Zero tolerance of crime. That is why there can be progress in the community. You understand? Because if there is crime, business will not grow. People will run away from the community. So that is what we are facing, and that is what presently that I want government to do for us. Help us combat crime.
Healthcare.
We need them to upgrade our public health center to at least to 3 shifts, like morning, afternoon, and night. So we want them to extend it to night because of emergency.
And education.
The development we are looking for in the road, infrastructure, and healthcare, and the schools. Mostly our Ibafon primary school need to be reactivated. It used to be flooded. We need government to come and rescue us. Although government have been trying, but we want them to come to our aid. If there is a rainy season, that place, sometime our children will not be able to go to school because of the flood. The place is about below the sea level. I can say that because the gutter is above the school ground.
With these mirage of challenges in almost all communities in Ajeromi Ifelodun local government area, there have been questions like, have the various administrations in Lagos State abandoned the area over the years? Could these be the reason for the stunted development in spite of its proximity to the very busy port?
The population of this area continues to rise rapidly, creating a constant need for better infrastructure, better waste disposal, good schools, adequate health facilities, and good roads. So if the government looks into these things, Ajegunle in the near future will live up to its name. Wealth is here. And that's Community Reports this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you missed any part of the show, you can check it on our YouTube channel. You can also send your comments to the social media handles showing on your screen. Till I see you next week, stay safe. I'm Victoria. Bye for now.